Okay, what is going on, guys? I'm going to be doing something a little different. Something a little different today. We're going to be doing a story time video. And the story time video is basically going to take place on Christmas Eve about 2 years ago. Merry Christmas Eve, everyone, by the way. Hope you guys are all doing well around this holiday season. Sometimes is a stressful time for some people, some more than others. But I always enjoy myself around Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays. It's no Halloween or anything, but I enjoy Christmas. I do. So that brings us to 2 years ago, back in my Subway days. Oof, my Subway days. I spent way too much of my life there. But I no longer work there, but I have enjoyed myself there. I worked there for, about 6 years. I made a lot of, lifelong friends there. Wouldn't take any of the memories back for the world. But that takes me to a story on Christmas Eve, 2 years ago, exactly from today. Uh, it was just an ordinary day, at Subway. I always liked to work on Christmas Eve. It was just always a little tradition of mine. I always had. It's just kind of fun to spread a little holiday cheer, and I always wore the Santa hat and, singing Christmas songs, making people sandwiches, whatever, talking to people about their Christmas, just being a friendly guy around the holidays. I always liked to do that. I always loved working at Subway on Christmas Eve. It was just a little tradition of mine. I did it every year. So this brought us to Christmas Eve of 2020. And I remember, the shift, nothing too crazy on the shift itself. I do remember I had one of those like Dunkin' Donut, like Monster energy drinks with like an absolutely ridiculous amount of caffeine. And it's like one of those like Monster Blue whatevers, and they put God only knows what else in there. And I remember I drank like my coworker at the time. She just got me one. I think she had like an extra one or whatever. I remember she used to drink them all the time. So she gave me one, and I remember I drank a good amount of it. And if you don't really know me too well, like I'm not the biggest fan of caffeine. Like I'll drink it. Like I like a Red Bull here and there, but I'm not like a fan of coffee. Like just haven't really been about it. But I'll drink caffeine occasionally when I need it. And on this particular day, I drank a good amount of that Dunkin' Donuts like Monster Energy drink. And I remember leaving the shift, in a hurry because it was Christmas Eve and I had to get to like a holiday event, and for a family friend. And this particular family friend, love him to death, but when you're late and stuff and you're going to family stuff, he gets real pushy. So love him to death, but I had to leave. Like I had to get going, like I had to get myself together. And I remember starting up the car, rainy night, real rainy night. It didn't feel like Christmas at all, and it was cold. And I remember, foggy, stuff like that. And I'm starting up the car and I'm getting ready to leave. And you shouldn't do this. If you're a new driver, definitely don't do this. But I didn't look up, completely. I just kind of like glanced up and looked for like headlights, didn't see any headlights. And I plow on out of there. And all of a sudden I just hear this big, like, this slam, I'm like, and I look up, and oh my God, I see this poor bastard, and he was pushing like shopping carts. The Weiss employee, like there's like a Weiss's like right next to our Subway, and like in the parking lot, I smacked this guy's shopping carts, and not just like two or three, no, like 20 or 30 shopping carts are like all over the parking lot, all over the parking lot, and immediately like I didn't know what to do. Like the look on this guy's face, like he throws his arms up in the air, like, what the hell? Like, what are you thinking? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, he didn't really like say anything, but like I could just see like the look on his face, just like pure disappointment, just pure disappointment. And I just like didn't know what to do. So like, this is gonna sound pretty dark, guys, but I just drove away. And honestly, like I look back at it, even that night, like I felt bad. Like I told myself like Because this was a guy, like, I recognized him, like, when I saw him. Like, he came into Subway. Like, I made him a couple sandwiches here and there. Like, I'm pretty sure he got a BMT. Like, so I made him his sandwiches, whatever. Like, and I told myself, I was like, you know what? If I see this guy again, I'm buying him, like, a case of beer, or, like, I'm buying him, like, whatever. Like, I don't know. I always thought, like, Miller Lite. He seemed like a Miller Lite guy. So I was like, I'll get him a case of Miller Lite or whatever if I see him again. Never saw him. Never saw this guy. So I don't know if, like, he just didn't want to go back in the Subway, because, like, he definitely probably recognized me from working at Subway, or what the deal was. But yeah, just really felt bad about that one. Really wish I could go back in time and just kind of fix that. So moral of the story really is, don't hit guys who are pushing shopping buggies. But no, seriously, like, around the holidays, like, just try to treat people nice. Don't do what I did. Don't be in a rush and, like, be inconsiderate and totally just, have a disregard for their lives, and just kind of go and do your own thing. Like, just, try to do the right thing, and try to, just try to be a good person. Try to be a good person, especially around the holidays. Some people, like I said earlier in the video, some people have it better than others, and the holidays can be tough for some people. So, moral of the story is, I wish I could go back in time and fix my little mess up, but no one's perfect. No one's perfect. And honestly, it made kind of a funny story now that I look back at it. No one got hurt. It was just some shopping carts. The mark's still on my car. It doesn't look great. But yeah, so that's kind of like my little story there on Christmas Eve. I thought it was a pretty funny story. For those of you that are in the area, that are local, I'll be at Sunset Grill this Thursday. We're doing a little New Year's trivia special, and then we're following it with karaoke. So come on down, join us at Sunset Grill over on Ruppsville Road next Thursday, the 29th. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm doing it over a little victory we had. So I'll let you guys hear the end of it. But thanks for watching my video. Thanks for sticking around. And shout out to Dawson for absolutely carrying us and tearing it up.
As you did that, the Packers just got a pick six. Like, legit, like, simultaneously as you did that.
Ooh,
Man,
I have like the shakes. My adrenaline's rolling out.
Yep. That was nuts.
Did you
Try.
record that wet?
I did.
Hell yeah.
Did. Yeah, I got that on
That was
video.
fucking.
Ooh. That was.
That automaton is disgusting.
Going out in the truck, dude, on the boat. That's kind of dope.
That is dope.